Hello. Greetings, everybody. Hello, Archon. Hello, Quindly. I had to refresh the stream, so I don't know if anybody else was in chat. I was lurky bidding. Greetings and well met to another stream. Finally being able to do one. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. This is the puppet I was working on my own stream. Kerrigan from StarCraft. I don't know if you are familiar with her. Hello, crows. Crows. I can show you the wings. If I can manage to put them on. Very difficult task. She's pretty much finished. I just need to adjust a couple of things and finish the base, and we'll be done. Hopefully I'll be done with her Friday. If all goes well, I should. Well, okay, well, she has wings. Thank you, Crow. So let's go and actually finish this guy today. We've been working on him for a while, and I want to get him done now. So let's get to it. What is it that I want to do first? Probably the weapon. Yeah, the weapons. The weapon BBD. He has a couple of weapons here, so we can do those. We can do it in a fun way. We can do some. Yeah, let's do it. We can do some. What's called? It's like a diamond pattern that these blades have, don't they? I don't know if the holster is if the tabard or whatever it's called is supposed to have it, but we don't care. Let's do it anyway. I like it. I like the idea. No, that model is a 3D printed model. I don't know. Maybe it's. I don't know. I don't know whose Wrath of the King is. So maybe it's 3D printed. All right. So let's get to it without breaking anything, if possible. I look like a space alien with this. No, okay, makes sense. Yeah, okay. I look like a space alien with this new addition to my glasses. But you know, it's worth it because I have the lights in my painting desk that kind of seep into my sight from the side. So the best way I can do to keep a good lighting, but also not have the lights blinding me, is just making myself even sexier, if that was even possible. Now I really look committed to my work, I guess. Hello, Hughes. Yeah, the entire I put a lot of effort into getting this setup to work, and I think it's working now. I don't know why, for some reason, whenever I do the Reaper streams, the camera is looking a bit different. There's like some settings that I don't even know myself that are screwing a little bit with the software I use for streaming, but besides that, it's working. So that's what matters. Been able to change the angles that I am always in camera, and my head isn't really blocking view or anything like that. So overall, I'm pretty happy with this. Okay. So we have a couple of hours of work that we can do on this dude. He's not that far off from being finished, so we should be able to get him done. I mean, makes sense that it would take me so many weeks to get a mini done, considering I only have a couple of hours and I missed so many streams because of the moving and then the birthday of my girlfriend and then life being tragic. But I don't like spending so much time on a model in general. But I mean, this model has been a bit unlucky. So just cleaning up the non-metallics, for example, here, adding a bit of light to the bottom of the chest, of the casket. We can also push the lights a little bit more here. Why not? It's not light enough. Wait. Just working off with pure grays at the moment. I usually don't use pure gray for my non-metallic, but I can always glaze color on top later. One interesting method that you can use in painting if using color confuses you, and it probably does, because most people have a hard time understanding light and separating it from color. So, for example, if you see a red that is very strong, you will think that red is very bright, but it actually isn't. For example, I can give you an example here. Like this lady has a very strong color here, right? But if I turn the camera in black and white, you will see that the color is not that light at all. It's actually fairly dark as far as grays go. So it is very easy to get mixed and mixed up and make mistakes in thinking a color is light when it actually isn't. And working something up with grays and then adding color later is not that bad of an idea. It works out a lot. So for example, I can do this non-metallic in a simple scale of grays just to get myself a bearing of the lights. Because, you know, by removing color, I don't have to worry too much about light. About color, because I don't have it. So I don't have any kind of color distracting me from the paint job. And then I can just glaze on top. This method of painting, for anybody interested in looking into it more, is called Grisaille. I actually did paint a model completely in black and white and then glaze the color on for my Patreon in my tabletop series, which is the Dungeoneer series. So members of the Patreon that are Dungeoneer or higher can see that painting happen, the black and white one, and explaining how it works to a bit more in depth. I'm actually really excited about the lighting now, the new lighting on my desk, because I can really see well. And that's making a giant difference in my painting as well. Because now that I can see properly without having any noise or doubts in my mind, I can be very committed to the painting, which is really good. Something that I've been looking forward for a long time. I haven't quite had... Yeah, Quinley, it's been awful. I spent years trying to understand how light interacts with stuff. For streaming specifically, because like when you're doing it on your own, it doesn't really matter what kind of light you have much, because you can adjust to it in a sense that you get used to whatever lighting you have, and if you are, you know, experienced enough, you can paint with any light. Although I would suggest for anybody looking to get a good light on their setup for painting to get daylight lights and at least 2 sources of it. The reason is because if you only use one source of light, what's gonna happen is that the shadows, the light hitting the miniature will create a lot of shadows on the mini itself, because, you know, it's a 3D object. So by getting some a second light you can diffuse the first light, making everything a bit more even. So you will not feel like you have more contrast than you actually have on the paint job. So 2 lights is good. But for streaming, the problem was that I had to have enough light to show the paint job on camera, because cameras aren't eyes. They have a lot of settings that require a lot of light to be able to work. But the moment I added light, I also ended up having problems with colors being burnt on the Mini. So it took me literally years to get the light the way I wanted. Hello? Hello, baby. Welcome back. Todo bien. I started working for Reaper just now.
Oh.
Yes. Are you going live?
No.
Okay.
Ahora cenamos tranquilamente.
Okay, muy bien. Te quiero. Is that why it's so bright where you are all of a sudden? Yes. Because like usually when I streamed, I looked like I was in a freaking evil cave, which actually fit pretty well with my mood most of the time. But no. Now that I have good lighting, also I am well illuminated. See, like, I had the grays, slapped a yellow and a green, and there we go. We get color. And the grays haven't been lost, so I just had a bit of light, added a bit of light there. For the sake of adding color, because honestly, we don't really need it there, but who cares? The scabbard, or whatever is the name in English, because I never know if I am saying it right, we can paint it, I don't know, in a brownish color. Hello Asgard, how you doing, man? What's up? So have you guys been? How's your painting going? Are you guys, anybody doing anything cool? Or not cool, even boring stuff? Long day. I'm sorry, man. You've been having quite a lot of long days lately. Scabbard. Okay, nice. At the moment, I have like... There are moments where my brain just goes haywire lately and doesn't know what word to feed to my mouth. Because I've been... I never spoke Spanish before in my life. And I started learning it in February. So my brain is absolutely a mush of languages currently. So sometimes I want to say something in English and it comes out in Spanish or Italian or whatever. I'm planning to paint this weekend. Nice. Nice. What are you going to be painting? I missed a deadline this morning and I'm currently trying to meet one in the next 10 minutes. Man, when is it going to be over for you? With the deadlines and stuff. I miss you, Quindley. No, I'm not going to try to pressure you or anything, but... The walls of the rooms in my... That doesn't sound fun. Also, lately I have rediscovered a love for wet blending. It's like part of me... I've been watching other people paint, like great painters, asking questions to them, you know, making friends with them, being able to really study how they paint. So like over the last few months, I've been trying all possible ways of painting a model when it comes to technique. But I'm finally kind of going back to my origin, which is wet blending. I have a very strong love for wet blending, and I don't know if you can tell, but it does allow me to get stuff done really quickly. Almost as if I had an airbrush in the brush. You have to send it to... My god. Can't you hire somebody to do it for you? Who is this penguin and why is he streaming for Reaper? What? I'm not a penguin. I'm an alpaca, goddammit. You're originally from wet blending? I thought you were from Genoa. You fucking idiot. God. Well, okay. You're not gonna make my day any shorter, are you? You're just gonna make sure. You're just gonna make sure that this day is as long as possible for me, right? How you doing, man? Like, my method of web blending is a bit peculiar because it doesn't really use web. I really need to find a way to market this way of web blending because, like, that I know, like, 3 people do this in the world and the other 2 don't speak English. So it's a fantastic opportunity for me to get rich off of abusing a technique like everybody else. I should probably, I don't know, I need to find a way to market it. Because I don't do it the normal way. Call it Slapshot. Somebody already did that. It's more moist merging. Yes, moist merging, that's the name, right. Dude, like, I should seriously do it, like, as a social experiment. Just change the name to the technique, make a video on YouTube, and see what happens. I should do it, man. I've been thinking about restarting my YouTube channel for a long time. I should probably do that. You could call it true moist merging. That's a great idea, actually. The thing is, I'm never satisfied with other guys' job, so if I have to complain, I prefer blame myself. Okay, makes sense. Makes sense, actually. Last month we paid 50 euros in electricity. I think, I'm not sure actually, but I think Spain has nuclear power plants. Which means they have cheap energy compared to Italy, for example, which doesn't have any. That would be cool, actually. I mean, we might actually end up doing it, you know, having to cycle for electricity. People are gonna finally start having kids again, just to have somebody to cycle. No, man, this guy thought he was being summoned in Japan to fight for some daimyo and eventually ended up being summoned in Hawaii during World War II. So he got sunburned and shot a lot of times. So, like, he had the worst vacation. I've been having so much fun just getting color mixed out of nowhere, you know? Like, for example, I'm mixing the base coat of this gold, just mixing a green and a yellow together without any care given, and it's working so well. Like, this entire model If I can avoid breaking her, that would be nice. This entire model was painted with 3 colors. And I'm not even joking. Like, the entire paint job is a 3-color paint job. Plus white. So 4 paints. But like, it's incredible how much mileage you can get just by mixing stuff together. We're paying extra because we're selling your energy because your rivers are as dry as ours. Pee in the river. Yes, everybody, go pee in the local river. White isn't a color, yes. It's a value. My local friendly Warhammer store, because when I order something it is in stock, but right after my delivery it's out of stock and I need to wait 2-3 weeks. They do that a lot on shops. Like most online shops, not all of them, but most of them tend to lie about the stocking, the stockage, the stockability, the amount of stuff. They tend to lie about it quite a bit. Because they want the sale. What is the closest river I can go to Archon to pee? I want to do my part to help Spain. Queen, you know what? What we should do is get Quindly to move to Spain, man. She would be reactivate all the dams in Spain in 5 minutes. She pees all the time, dude. How many liters of water do you drink a day, by the way, Quindly? She's always peeing, it feels like. There's a great store in Australia that almost always has correct stock levels and seems to get restocked really regularly. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Especially for Australians that getting stuff from other parts of the world would be expensive as heck. Like, I remember there was a guy that found it cheaper. He was Australian. He found it cheaper to commission people to paint a Primark for them and get the Primark shipped painted by the guy than buying the Primark himself. Because like the shops from the cost from Forge World in Australia are insane. You're close to Duero. Okay, time to go pee. I have literally been holding it this whole time so you wouldn't pick on me and you still pick on me. Go pee, Quindly. It's okay, we'll manage. We'll manage the 10 seconds that it takes you. Go pee, you can develop some real bad issues if you don't pee, you know? Holding in the pee is terrible. It can cause infections and destroy your sexual life. Don't you want a sexual life, Quindly? Go pee. Go pee. It's beautiful to pee. Pee is fantastic. Psh. I got my order from Reaper today, and they threw in a pen and a Velcro Griffin patch as free. That's really cool. They always do that. Look at my cry. Why? Why might I cry? No, I mean, I drink like 2 liters of water a day, but I don't pee as much as you do, to be honest. Although I guess ladies pee more than guys, don't they? Because as you know, pee is stored in the balls, which means that a guy has more time before needing to pee again. I don't even know what I'm saying. No, it's not that much. I'm just picking on you because I miss you. And that's how I vent my missingness. I become snarky. You can pee as much as you want. Don't worry, baby. You can still do that, Zaka. Although, I don't know if the Reaper stream is the best place to make clips like that. I assume most clips that people have on this stream is just like unexplaining things. You know, like clips of Anne explaining techniques and people browsing through the clips to learn from Anne, and then they randomly get a clip of me saying that pee is stored in the balls. That would be actually pretty funny. Quindley, make a clip! Do it! If you do it, nobody can get in trouble. You are a mod here. Make a clip. You know what? I think we're just about done. We're just about done here. I'm just gonna put my little signature here, beat the devil out of it. And we're just about done. God bless you, and see you next week. I clip things all the time, like Dave saying I watch a lot of murder porn, and then I send it to Justin, and he turned it into sound clip that says I watch a lot of porn. That's great. That's amazing. Which means that I actually don't really need to be as PG as I am here. And I can make jokes way, way more awful than I normally do. Hello! Chaos, how you doing? Greetings. I'm great, that's great. I'm glad you are. Yeah, I think we're done here, man. Like, yeah, I think we're done. I mean... I think we're done here. We can go look for another puppet. Something a bit smaller, maybe. So I don't spend freaking 7 months painting it. I need to... I think it's just about time to look into the casket of victory that I have, and let's redo it. Let's just strip the model and then contemplate quitting painting. Is knowing that you have the dude, you have no idea. Even on my own stream, I limit myself. Think about how disgusting I can be. Yes, Moneta, we breathe and drink poop and urine of thousands of millions of years of other things. Thinking about having a drink tonight and either playing a video game or paint. That's a difficult question that only you can answer. Do some soul searching. Find out. Let me find this. One second. Okay, just random puppet. Just a random puppet. Just a random puppet out of the box. A random one. Let's go. This guy, I like him. He has a nice. Look at him. He's having a good time. This guy is having a good time. I like this guy. Let's paint him. Just literally put my hand in a you know, and I found it. And it almost fell on the floor, but I grabbed it. Hello, Metal. How you doing? All right, let me go prime it. I'll be back in a second. I already have a teal. What the? I already have a teal on my palette, so might as well paint this guy in a nice blue dinosaur color scheme. That is cool, yes, actually. I sold my soul to an ex-girlfriend of mine. I never got it back, just like my hoodie. What did you get in exchange for it? My shoulder has been strained for weeks now and it's driving me crazy. Good luck, dude. Good luck painting. Can we look forward to you being unfiltered in the US classes? No, man. No. I can't. Headaches and drama. Did you at least get a blowjob? The problem with my sense of humor is that it's incredibly dark. But like, only a few selective people actually can take it. Because even people that normally like dark humor, they have a problem with my dark humor. Yeah, we can do that, Miller. Are you coming, Miller? Are you coming to a class, Miller? What a sexy little ripped alien dino guy. Archer dude. Chameleon twat. I like it. Look at the tail. Look at the tail. The ladies love this guy. They love this dude. Look at this tail. This throbbing, textured tail that he has. So big and throbbing. Look at it. The ladies love this guy. Do you love this guy, Quindley? I'm sure you do. He's so throbbing and textured. That's bad. Just waiting for the primer to dry. Taking advantage of it to just smoke a quick cigarette. But I reckon we can do the skin tone today. We can have some fun with the skin tone. I'm glad you're finally getting out of it. 8. Haven't decided yet. Austin is about 10 hours away from me. What about a plane, though? What about a plane, Miller? What about a plane, Miller? Miller, what about a plane? If you book it now, it's gonna cost you like 30 bucks. And you can come and go with a plane. What about it? What about the plane, Miller? What about it? Look it up. Check the plane tickets. Check the prices. Look it up. If you book it now, it's gonna be very cheap. They are... Quindley, can I ask you a big favor? Because I can't link in this chat. Can you go in the Pakacon US channel and copy-paste the Discord, the images that we have in the Pakacon US? Here in chat, if you don't mind. If you don't mind. If you do, it's fine. Okay, that's good, 8. But they are in February. I'm doing 2 classes, one in Austin and one in College Park, Maryland. I say Miller. Yeah, but still cheaper if you book it now. You know? Why are the pictures not pinned? Because I am a terrible mod of my own Discord and all the other mods are a bunch of apes. So, you know. I mod people so I don't have to do the job. But they don't either. So we're just looking at each other, basically. Who's Mr. Fontaine? Isn't Mr. Fontaine the guy from BioShock? The owner of the Rapture? Manga cell shading style isn't for me. The painting process in itself is super simple, but putting the light at the exact right spot is uber hard. But it can teach you a lot. It can teach you a lot. Pushing through the pain will teach you. Because not having to work on blending, but only having to work on correct placement of color and light, it will make you a gigantically better painter. You are a goddess, Quindley. We do not deserve you. Yeah, it's the Dragon Ball character, no? I forgot which one. Gohan. Matthew Fontaine. Okay. I prefer believing in the guy from BioShock. Quick. All right, so let's have some fun here. A change of color. Some harmony going on here. Green to blue to yellow. Although, yes. But let's try it. Let's try it. See what happens. Yeah, I'm having like as I brush the model, I am getting ideas on getting the skin done. I reckon it's gonna be pretty nice. Maybe not. We'll find out. I mean, an hour and 10 minutes is an eternity for me. So we can see a lot of progress. We can get the skin done probably in this time. I'm gonna have to think about a way to make the clothing look interesting. But you see, I like when I'm doing something that is tabletopy, in a sense, a small mini. I like just blocking in the color of the shadow and then work up from that. Thank you so much, Quindley. You are such a goddess, really. I know I said it already, but... I think that if you are serious about improving your painting, you're a goddess. You should definitely come check out the classes. I know, I mean, people keep telling me to sell myself more because I never do it. So I am not gonna apologize about selling out right now, but I do apologize because I don't like doing it. But in general, you're gonna like it. Like, it's... You're gonna learn a lot. You're gonna come out of the class with such a giga brain that you're gonna be able to sit on your own head. So I'm also saving you money on chairs, because you will have such a huge giga brain that you will no longer need a chair ever again in your life. A goddess with a tiny bladder. I was about to make a joke, but better not. Kablam! Base got done. Look at this. Wow. Wow! Base got done. Yay! Okay, now let's keep working on the color. Now we go into a mid-tone. I still want the mid-tone to be greenish, but change color softly. This bow is slightly in the way, but we'll make it work. Does anyone use things that aren't listed as primer to prime their minis with an airbrush? I do, yeah. I use the Chimera Black to prime my minis with an airbrush. It's actually really good as a primer. Quindly is literally part of the reason you're a streamer. Without her, Streamlabs wouldn't work anymore and you wouldn't be able to... Yes. If we both weren't pretty much engaged, I would have promised that already a night of vicious sex, but I guess she's gonna have to be okay with just me saying that I am grateful. That happens every time I am live bait. Hello, Joe. How you doing? I mean, the cam command, I am gonna have to find a way to fix it. I have no idea how to fix it. Like, I swear, I have no idea. Gesso is not for miniature chaos. Gesso is for canvas. The lady at Michael's probably misunderstood you for a canvas painter. This sculpt is really fucking good, by the way. Very good volumes, very good anatomy. Whoever did this, well done. This is nice. Whoever did this, please give them more work. Very good sculpts. It's pretty crazy the kind of minis you can get for the value of like $1 per mini, because like if you back the Kickstarter from Reaper, you get like 2 bajillion minis, and overall the value of each mini is like $1, and you get some really cool stuff, you know, just to paint, not even to play. Like if you're into fantasy, these are really nice minis, man. Okay, let's block in an area of change color. I need a skin tone. Can I mix it out of this stuff? Not likely, but I will need a red, I think. This color is too brown. Oh, we can start from this. This can be a shadow. Pink and magenta, Miller. The tip will be a magenta, and the rest of the tail will be just like a desaturated pink. Actually, though, considering I probably should use browns and blacks to paint it. Consider. Considering the size, I am so fucking funny. Jesus Christ. Chris Lewis. Well, it's good. Are you going to Monte San Serena? Not this year. I would like to, but the move destroyed my finances. Me and Jennifer are currently on the brink of starvation. Please join my Patreon so I can afford the toilet paper. And yes, there's that. Next year, though, if all goes well. Okay. Now we have outlined the two areas. We can continue working on lighting up. I still want the color to feel greener, but be blue, mostly. I'm missing a bit of contrast, so I'm just gonna push a little bit further. There we go. Just moving up lighter and lighter and lighter. No, the scout is really good, man. So it's a really nice scout. It's fun. Like it's fun. Yeah. Uh, you can't link it, but if Quindly is here, maybe she can. Wait, the model comes painted? That's pretty cool. That is actually pretty cool, man. Like, for such a big mini, it is cool that... But how do they do it? Like, do they have, like, some guy in a sweatshop painting them? Or is it, like, the printing? "30 centimeters of wings." I don't say this often, but that's bigger than my... slab job. God damn. I painted the unpainted one a few years back. It's a bit of... Like, it looks really cool. How long did it take you to paint it? Are you... Are you serious? You painted it with a size 0? That would have been the end of me, man. Well done for doing it. What did you win? By doing the challenge, I mean. I guess you won Bug Lips. That's a very Viking way of choosing a bride. Putting them under a series of tasks. I should have done the same. Try not to be too amazing. Okay. I will do my best. I went back and tore it apart and repainted a bunch of it later and did a decorative base for it and entered it in the Reapercon and won my first silver medal with it. Wow, that's pretty cool. You know, I don't think you ever shown me the guy. Yeah, go for it. Let me see. Ah, that's cool, man. I like it. Well done. I never saw this one. Well done, Quindler. I have a second unpainted copy that I wanted to go back and do a better job, but I haven't been able to bring myself to tackle. Man, I don't even know how you don't have painting PTSD after painting a model like that with a zero brush, because I would have freaking lost it. Hello. I mean, your last Quetzalcoatl thing was looking really good, though. Have you painted anything else after that? It's okay, baby. It's not guilt that will make you paint, anyway. Not in a way that makes you enjoy it. Like, it's the passion. You have it. You just need to give yourself maybe time, or at least a self-talk in which you understand that you actually enjoy painting, and you want to do more of it. It's gonna happen. Lots of people paint through guilt, but that doesn't really make them very happy about it. She linked it in chat, a bit up, BC. It's a mix of a teal and a yellow. Yeah. Why do you prep more than one mini at a time, though? Like, if you don't like doing it, shouldn't you be prepping one single mini rather than many minis and then get burned out by the prepping? It's not, I'm not complicating it, Moneta. It's just how I paint. Like, you were here years ago when I started painting by mixing. I did it to understand color theory, and then it kinda... Welcome back. And then it kinda stuck with me. Like, I just find it faster to mix colors on the palette than load it with a lot of different paints. But like, it's complex as long as you want it to be complex, because it's not that complex as a thing. Yeah, I started with those. Like, they sent me the set, and I kind of committed to using the set for a long time. And through it, I learned mixing, basically. Only prep one thing, losing motivation. Prep more thing than one, lose motivation. I tend to do several now in the hope that I will... That sucks, man. That sucks. But do you lose motivation because as you prep the mini, you feel like you're not gonna be able to paint it well? Is it like an insecurity thing? I don't use an airbrush in my videos because, yeah, I want to help people that don't have an airbrush to paint well. And I mix colors because it is easier that way. Because I don't want to sound pretentious, but I guess I will. I am an artist, I am not a craftsman. I don't follow alchemical processes in my painting with like specific numbers of water drops in my paint to thin it or stuff like that. Like I just understand things. If you know color theory, you can do whatever you want with color. And my mixing of the colors in the videos is to teach people color theory model by model. Also by mixing, you get colors that you wouldn't have thought of initially. They just happen. Like these lights that I have just painted. I wasn't really thinking about it when I was painting the model. But now that I have it, I'm not hating it, you know? I like it. Yeah, it's whenever you want, my dude. For the most part, it's just stress of everything. When I get stressed with painting, it's so much on top of everything. I understand that. I understand that. But that's the thing, Moneta. Like, you are surrendering to the idea that you cannot remix a color after the mix dries. That is your problem, not mine. And you can fix that problem by simply understanding color a bit more. For example, on the Patreon, which you are part of, I have a guide called How to Mix Colors. And in that guide, I teach you the method I use for mixing colors by looking at them. I can do it on any color. Like, I can give you an example. A random color. Okay, Reaper. Peacock green. Okay? Peacock green. Peacock green. It's not a pure green. So, I know this because I look at it and it's a cold green. I can prove it by painting a green next to it. This green is colder than this green. Now, you might say it's darker. I am telling you, yes, it's darker, but it's darker because it has blue added in it. If I get a blue, and I mix it in my green, I get the same hue, but I get a different value. If I add a bit of black, I can kill the light. And now adjusting for correction, because I have added a bit more, too much black. Again, this is the mixed green that I did with colors that I had on the palette. And this is the other green. And they are the same fucking color. And if you watch the video on Patreon, you can learn how I do it. Because it's actually pretty easy. Of course, it's out of production. Well, I think all of my colors are out of production. Patreon! Yes, join the Patreon. I mean, dude, I need to make a living as well. I don't live off of Instagram likes, unfortunately. Hello, Insane. How have you been, man? Nice to see you too. Like, for example, I have a red and a yellow on the palette. It never will cross my mind to go and reach for an orange paint. It never will cross my mind. I can just mix the yellow and the red. So why would I go and spend time, waste paint? Nice, I'm glad you have been. Eh? Hello, regular. May I ask if you use the skating rover because all the way in South Africa has, and I'm curious if it worth the price tag they're asking for it here compared to the overlay on normal get. The paints are not the kind of paints you would be using normally. Like you can't really base coat with them or do normal painting with them. But if you're looking to improve your range of paint by having another paint that you can add to your original range to modify the property, for example, making the color more creamier and easier to glaze with and stuff like that, then they're good. They are effectively heavy bodies though. No, what I do with my Reaper Minis, I gift them to my clients of commissions. These minis that I paint on the Reaper stream, when I finish them, they just get tossed into the packages of my commissions. So people who get a commission from me, they also can have a chance, not always, but usually can have a chance of getting a freebie model. Fuck. Yeah, but you got those minis before I even started working for Reaper, dude. Also, none of them is a commission, by the way. You never bought a model from me. You got giveaways minis. I think, I'm not sure, but I think. I'm pretty sure you always got giveaways. I am losing color a little bit. So I'm gonna go back to the mid-tone. More red. I'm not gonna argue with you on it. Too late in the day. It'll be fun next week to try and find a way to texture the cloth. Okay. Are you actually serious about the question, Asger? Because it's awful. Like, oh my god, I hate is not the right word. Well, okay, I'll give you the name. The name is Stream Beats dash Synthwave on Spotify. I wonder what color should the tunic be. What do you guys think? What color should we make the tunic? That's... I mean, I'm glad it works for you. I'm not gonna judge you for liking it. This is fucking fun, man. This model is fun. This is the kind of mini I could just like sit here and finish today. If I didn't have other stuff to do, I would just very easily sit here and paint it until I'm done. Thank you. I want to show you something really cool before I leave. So we're blending. I can get the blue, I can slap it here, I can get a red, I can slap it here. And move one into the other. If I feel like my red, for example, is overdoing it, I go back to the blue and clean up. And this is pretty much how you turn yourself into an airbrush. As I said, I gift them to commissioners. Paid commissioners, people that pay me for painting a model for them directly. I give them randomly. I don't really make any choice or anything like that, just randomly give them. That said, I should probably sell them on eBay because this model could easily go for $100 and I can probably make money with this. My only problem is that I don't really have an eBay account, so getting the feedback and all of that stuff going on would be so difficult. It is pretty fun though, right? We can do it again. Red. And blue. I of course don't want to show the red. I want it to turn into a purple magenta. So I'm gonna have to push more blue in there. But like this is literally magic. Like when you watch somebody that knows how to do wet blending like this, it feels like the model is like something magical. It doesn't really look like painting. I love it. That's why probably I love wet blending the most out of all techniques. It's just that it looks so freaking cool. The only problem with it is that out of all techniques, it's the one that takes the most skill. Because you have to gauge a lot of things as you're painting it. I don't know, I can try selling it. I need to stop, dude. What the fuck? I need to stop. All right. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I wish you all a fantastic day. I need to go before this model takes me and I end up painting it until fucking 3 a.m. If you guys want to, you can join me on my own stream where I paint and try to do a good work there. Or if you want to learn from me, you can check out the Patreon. All the links are in the chat, thanks to Queen Lena. And that's it. Bye-bye. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Seriously. Bye.